Archangel Michael says, "Tonight carries a weight you cannot see, yet it is pressing closer every second." Hidden beyond your vision, in the corners where whispers echo, two women share a silent smile that is anything but innocent. The stillness hides betrayal, and their alliance has already set flames beneath your feet. The danger is not loud, not yet. It moves like a shadow, creeping into your life unseen. The smiles they wear are masks, covering intentions so dark they would leave you breathless if fully revealed. The truth is, every moment you delay, you are being drawn deeper into a trap designed with precision and cruelty. Archangel Michael says, "These women are not strangers to your world, they walk familiar paths, breathing the same air as you, pretending loyalty while sharpening invisible blades behind your back. Their laughter in the shadows is not joy, it's anticipation of your downfall. If only you could hear their hushed tones, you would understand how close the boiling water is to your feet. Even now, they plot unseen, thinking their secrets are safe, thinking you are blind to the danger. But heaven sees everything, and the truth is being delivered to you in this very moment. This message is your shield, the warning before disaster strikes." Type Amen to get blessing 333. The alliance they have formed is not by chance, it has been slowly nurtured over time. Jealousy was the seed, and deception became the water that fed it. These women found each other through shared malice, each holding pieces of a puzzle meant to destroy you. You might feel a shiver without knowing why, a sudden unease when silence falls. It's because their plan has begun to reach its peak. The net is tightening, and each thread is being pulled by hands you once thought harmless. Trust has been broken, not openly, but in quiet rooms where your name drips from their lips like poison. Archangel Michael says, "You must not underestimate them, their strength lies not in open conflict but in the hidden ways they weave chaos. One smiles to your face, the other lurks behind walls, yet both carry intentions dark enough to burn bridges you have spent years building. The ground beneath you is warming, and soon it will turn into boiling water if this continues unseen. Heaven is not blind, and divine light is revealing every step they take. You are not meant to fall into this trap unprotected. This message is the sword placed in your hand to cut through the lies. Trust that what is being whispered to you now is the truth you were meant to hear before it's too late." Type Amen to get blessing 902. Their bond grows stronger in silence, feeding on secrets and envy. One of them envies your peace, the other desires what you hold dear. Together, they find power in manipulation, crafting words that twist like serpents in the dark. You have sensed something wrong, moments where smiles felt hollow and gestures too rehearsed. Those feelings were not illusions, they were divine signals, urging you to stay alert. Your spirit has been warning you long before this message reached you, but now the veil is being fully torn away. Archangel Michael says, "These women believe they are untouchable, that their alliance is hidden beyond reach. But what they fail to see is the heavenly guard that walks with you, observing every scheme, every step they take toward betrayal. Nothing they do escapes divine watchfulness. You will soon witness signs, conversations cut short when you appear, glances exchanged like coded warnings. These are not coincidences, they are cracks in their mask, proof of their guilt. The danger is real, but so is your protection." Type Amen to get blessing 745. The heat beneath you rises slowly, just as water simmers before a rolling boil. That is how betrayal works. Not all at once, but in layers that eventually engulf you. These women know this well, taking calculated steps to push you toward a moment of no return. Yet destiny has other plans. This message intercepts their silent war against you, pulling you away from the edge they built. With every word you read, the power of their alliance weakens, for truth shatters darkness like light through glass. Archangel Michael says, there will come a moment when one of them will falter, a misstep revealing more than intended. This is your signal to act, to step out of their snare and claim the victory heaven has already prepared for you. They believe you are powerless, but you are being armed with unseen strength. Even as they smile in shadows tonight, know that their laughter carries cracks, and their unity is fragile when faced with divine truth. They cannot win what heaven has claimed as yours. Stand firm, for boiling danger cannot consume a soul shielded by celestial hands. Type Amen to get blessing 588. Archangel Michael says, the night grows heavier with secrets, and the silent smiles of these two women stretch wider in the dark. They are convinced you remain unaware, but your spirit is awakening to the whispers they try to hide. Each step they take in secrecy is now marked and seen by heavenly eyes that will not allow you to be consumed by their deceit. In dimly lit rooms, they speak your name, sharing looks that drip with concealed malice. One pretends to be close to you, holding your hand while weaving lies with the other. The second moves unseen, working behind the curtains of your trust, tightening the snare meant to crush you. This danger has been building like a storm-gathering force. They have manipulated events quietly, aligning paths to corner you where escape seems impossible. What they fail to understand is that divine intervention arrives not with noise, but like a shield that moves silently before striking. Archangel Michael says, you will soon notice subtle signs, messages that arrive unfinished, uneasy silences when you enter a room, and unguarded expressions that reveal fear. These are signals that the alliance they formed is trembling. You are walking toward truth while their smiles begin to crack. Type Amen to get blessing 481. The bond these women share was forged through envy and deceit. One cannot bear to watch you rise, while the other cannot accept that you hold what she could never claim. Together, they stir the pot of betrayal, believing it will soon overflow and burn you completely. Yet the flames they set are turning against them. Destiny twists unseen, shifting power back into your hands. Each attempt they make to corner you only builds a wall that will eventually trap them instead. Archangel Michael says, there will be whispers of reconciliation, a false offering of peace meant to lure you closer. Do not be deceived by their masks of kindness. Beneath them lies the same hidden plan. Heaven warns you to walk carefully, to let truth guide your steps instead of trusting words soaked in betrayal. When the boiling point comes, it will not be you who falls, but the very alliance they built. Shadows cannot stand when divine light exposes every hidden move. Even now, that light is spreading, turning silent smiles into trembling fear. Type Amen to get blessing 912. Fear will try to take hold of you when you sense betrayal near, but remember, you are not standing alone. Forces unseen walk with you, breaking traps before they can snap shut. The boiling danger they set will be extinguished before it touches your soul. One woman carries guilt deeper than the other, she knows in her heart that what they're doing is wrong. There will come a night when her silence breaks, when trembling words escape her lips, warning you of what's to come. This moment will mark the beginning of their collapse. Archangel Michael says, "Remain vigilant and do not let kindness blind you to truth. The one who pretends loyalty will soon slip, revealing a crack no lie can cover." This is when divine justice will strike swiftly, turning their plan into ashes before your eyes. Even as they plot tonight, know that each of your breaths carries protection. What is meant for harm will become a stepping stone, and the alliance meant to burn you will only fuel your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 678. As days pass, tension will rise, unseen but felt deep in your chest. These women will grow desperate, sensing the grip of their scheme slipping away. Their smiles, once steady, will falter as they realize you are not as blind as they hoped. You will feel a shift, a divine stirring pulling you out of their web. Encounters that once felt normal will now feel heavy with unspoken truths. This is the moment to trust your instincts, for heaven whispers louder than their deceitful silence. Archangel Michael says, "In a place you least expect, their alliance will crumble in front of you. A truth will be revealed, not by chance, but by divine timing. The same smiles they used to deceive will turn to fear when faced with what heaven exposes. When this moment arrives, you will see clearly who stood against you and why. But you will not face them in anger, you will rise above, untouchable, shielded by light that no shadow can overcome." Type Amen to get blessing 344. The whispers in the night grow louder, even though no one dares to speak openly. Their alliance moves like a serpent in the tall grass, silent but deadly, waiting for the exact moment to strike. You may not see it yet, but every step you take is now guided by unseen hands determined to lead you away from this snare. One of these women has been watching you closely, studying every choice you make. She carries information about your life like a weapon, ready to twist it against you. The other hides in plain sight, using false warmth to stay close enough to hear every beat of your plans. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be fooled by kindness that feels heavy or smiles that seem out of place. These are warnings in disguise, divine signals telling you that the energy around you is not pure. Trust these feelings, they are whispers from heaven pushing you to see what is hidden. Even now, their steps are being tracked by divine light. Each plot they set against you has already been marked for destruction. The alliance they cherish will soon crumble, leaving them exposed and you untouchable." Type Amen to get blessing 210. As this plan moves forward, unexpected things will happen around you. Objects may fall, conversations may suddenly stop when you enter, and eyes will dart away nervously. These are not coincidences, they are cracks forming in their fragile chain of deceit. The woman who first sparked this alliance carries a darkness in her heart that grows heavier each day. She feels empowered by the partnership they share, believing that betrayal is the only path to achieve what she desires. The other woman is pulled into her storm, afraid to break away even though fear already claws at her spirit. Archangel Michael says, "There will be a confrontation, not born out of anger but divine intervention. The truth will not stay buried much longer. When it surfaces, the smiles they hide behind will fade into terror, and the world will see what was planned for you. The boiling danger they prepared for your downfall will consume them instead. Justice is not delayed, it is patient, building strength until the perfect moment to strike." Type Amen to get blessing 557. Time is on your side, though it feels as if you are surrounded. Every passing day brings the unseen army of angels closer to dismantling the chains they have set around you. What feels like silence is actually a gathering storm of divine protection. The women's bond is cracking even as they cling tighter. Whispered arguments will begin to rise, and their smiles will no longer match their eyes. One of them will betray the other in desperation to save herself from what she senses is coming. Archangel Michael says, listen to the signs carefully. A slip of the tongue, a wrongly sent message, an unplanned meeting, these are the keys to unlocking their secret. When they appear, do not hesitate to face truth head-on, for heaven will stand firmly beside you. Boiling water is dangerous only if you step into it blind. Now that your eyes are opening, you will see every trap before you approach it. What they meant to break you will instead awaken a power in you that even they cannot comprehend. Type Amen to get blessing 726. On a day soon approaching, you will stand in a place where both women are present. Something unexpected will occur. A sudden revelation that neither can deny. Their silence will shatter, and their alliance will be stripped bare for all to see. The woman who pretended to be closest to you will speak first, her voice trembling as the weight of truth forces its way out. She will try to save herself by placing blame on the other. This moment marks the unraveling of every lie they have built together. Archangel Michael says, you will not need to raise your voice or strike back in anger. Divine justice is far stronger than human retaliation. The boiling danger they crafted will flip, spilling onto their own plans and washing away every scheme. In that moment, you will feel the presence of light so powerful it silences fear. The same shadows that hunted you will scatter, and the silent smiles that haunted your nights will vanish forever. Type Amen to get blessing 805. The days ahead will test your courage. As the alliance of these women nears its collapse, they will make one last desperate attempt to pull you into their chaos. Their smiles will grow wider, more convincing, but beneath them, panic will swirl like a storm about to break. You may feel pressure around you, as if unseen hands try to push you toward decisions that are not your own. This is their trap tightening. But what they do not know is that every step you take is now being guided by divine strategy, unseen but unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, the angels are already rearranging events around you. Meetings that were meant to harm you will be cancelled. Secrets meant to destroy you will be intercepted. The same alliance built to burn you is now standing on ground ready to collapse under its own weight. Your strength is rising. Their power is fading. The boiling danger they prepared for you will become their own downfall, as heaven's light makes their shadows vanish completely. Type Amen to get blessing 622. Late one evening, you will feel an undeniable shift. A heaviness will lift from your chest, and clarity will pierce through confusion. This is the sign that divine hands have broken the chains meant to bind you. In the same hour, these two women will face consequences they never imagined. Words they spoke in secret will surface in the open. What they plotted in darkness will be shouted in light, and every false smile will be turned into silence. Archangel Michael says, you will watch without fear as justice unfolds. The ones who tried to weave betrayal around you will stand exposed and powerless. Their alliance will shatter completely, and the boiling pot they stirred for you will spill only upon themselves. From that day forward, they will have no power over your destiny. You will walk free, carrying a shield forged by divine intervention, untouched by the schemes that once haunted you. Type Amen to get blessing 431. Peace will return to your life like a calm after a storm. The path ahead will open wide, no longer obstructed by silent smiles or shadowed plots. What once felt like danger boiling beneath your feet will transform into solid ground of safety and abundance. The whispers of betrayal will fade, replaced by whispers of angelic guidance. Where there was once darkness plotting in corners, light will now shine brightly, clearing every shadow. This transformation is not luck, it is divine justice responding to faith and truth. Archangel Michael says, "This battle was not meant to destroy you but to reveal your unshakable protection." You were chosen to survive this test, to witness the fall of deception with your own eyes. No alliance, no hidden scheme can overpower the hand of heaven. As you step forward, remember this moment as proof that no shadow can silence divine truth. Every smile that masked betrayal has been defeated, and your journey now moves toward unshaken victory. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The final chapter of this battle approaches like dawn breaking after a long, sleepless night. You will feel the shift before it arrives, a stillness in the air, a knowing that something hidden is about to explode into light. The silent smiles of these women, which once threatened to drown you in danger, will become the very cracks through which truth pours out. You will stand in a room where their alliance once thrived. The tension will be thick, every breath heavy with secrets waiting to be spilled. And then, without warning, one will speak, her voice trembling, her confession tearing apart the false safety they built together. Archangel Michael says, "This moment is divinely timed. No force on earth can stop what heaven has decreed." The web they spun with malice will collapse under its own weight, and you will watch their plans dissolve like mist in the morning sun. As this unfolds, you will not need to fight. Your silence will carry the strength of divine justice itself. The boiling danger they created for you will overflow, but only to cleanse and free you completely. Type Amen to get blessing 512. When the revelation is complete, there will be chaos in their world. The women who once seemed so powerful, smiling in the shadows, will be left in ruins of their own making. Their alliance, once held together by lies, will crumble to dust, unable to withstand the truth. People around you will see what you endured silently. Those who doubted you will speak your name with newfound respect. The same voices that echoed betrayal will now whisper awe, recognizing that only divine protection could have carried you through. Archangel Michael says, "Your rise from this trap will be greater than you imagine. Blessings long delayed will rush into your life. Doors once locked will open, and the hands that tried to push you down will no longer have power to touch you." This battle is not just survival, it is transformation. From ashes of betrayal, you will step into victory so radiant that even your enemies will stand in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 284. The days that follow will feel lighter than you have ever known. No shadows trailing behind you, no false smiles haunting your steps. Peace will return, carrying gifts of wisdom and divine clarity that will protect you forever. The women who tried to pull you into boiling danger will be forced to walk paths far from yours. Their names will fade from your story, leaving you untouched and moving toward promises too great for them to steal. Archangel Michael says, "What was once meant to break you has become a shield forged by heaven itself." You are walking into a season where no alliance, no plot, no silent betrayal can harm you again. You are untouchable because angels guard every corner of your destiny. Remember this message as a victory cry from the divine. 2 women smiled in darkness, but the light within you burned brighter, and now, every shadow has been destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 713. The closing hours of this trial will arrive quietly, not with thunder, but with a silence so sharp it cuts through every deception that once surrounded you. That is when you will know the battle is over. The alliance of those 2 women, once hidden and strong, will stand exposed and powerless beneath the divine gaze. What once boiled beneath your feet, threatening to consume you, will evaporate like mist in sunlight. The trap they built collapses with a soundless crash, leaving only fragments of a plan that could never succeed. Your spirit, once heavy with unseen danger, will finally breathe in freedom untouched by shadows. Archangel Michael says, "This is the moment of triumph that heaven promised." You will not only survive but rise, your name untarnished, your future brighter than before. Every step you take after this day will echo with the sound of victory ordained by divine power. As these women retreat into silence, unable to face the light that now surrounds you, angels will march ahead of you, ensuring no such betrayal ever reaches you again. The story of their alliance ends here, buried in the ruins of their own deceit. Type Amen to get blessing 841. In the days to come, you will notice a divine stillness, a peace unlike anything you've felt before. The places where shadows once clung to you will now be filled with warm, radiant light. Blessings will flow freely, undisturbed by schemes that tried to steal them. Those who once doubted you will watch in awe as you rise higher than anyone expected. The trials you faced will become testimony, proof that divine intervention is real and unstoppable. Every scar left by betrayal will be transformed into marks of victory. Archangel Michael says, "The tables have turned completely. What was once a silent plot against you has become a celestial victory for you. The alliance that sought to destroy you has instead strengthened your destiny and carved a path that no human hand can alter. From this day forward, darkness cannot follow you. The fire they set for your downfall has become the light guiding you into blessings so immense that even angels will rejoice at your triumph." Type Amen to get blessing 690. The heavens have declared this chapter closed. The boiling danger is gone, and nothing remains of the silent alliance that once threatened you. What they meant for harm has been turned into your greatest shield. Your journey continues now with divine protection so strong that even the boldest enemy will hesitate to approach. This message was not just a warning, it was a prophecy of survival, power, and transformation. You have walked through shadows only to emerge shining brighter than ever. Archangel Michael says, "Let this victory remind you of who walks beside you." Angels have fought battles you never saw, removed dangers you never felt, and delivered you into a life free from silent betrayals. You are chosen to live in light, beyond the reach of darkness forever. And as you move forward, remember this moment. 2 women smiled in the shadows, but heaven smiled brighter, and that light has carried you to triumph eternal. Type Amen to get blessing 1000.